Hi, it's Steve with Coin Stuff I Like, bringing you another video on a recent purchase. And this one is an 1820 cap bust quarter. Now, if you watch my videos, you know I generally conclude the videos with uh, buy stuff you like, but be smart about what you buy. Well, this one represents Stupid Steve, uh, in that I was really looking for an 1820 cap bus half dollar, and when I searched an auction lot, um, I can't remember if I typed in cap bus just that or cap bus half dollar, and this popped up. But anyway, as I was scrolling through, I this one caught my eye for obvious reasons. It has beautiful toning on it, and it's in nice condition. Maybe a VF20, definitely a F15, but possibly if I look at it, maybe a VF20. Um, so it caught my eye, and I saw 1820. I saw this beautiful uh, coin, and I didn't bother to look at the description where it was a quarter, or even the reverse where it says 25 cents on the reverse. So yeah, heed the phrase "buy stuff you like, but be smart about what you buy." Uh, Nevertheless, I'd like to share it with you, and we'll start with the mintage figures. Just over 127,000 of these were produced in 1820. The composition is 89.2% silver. It hadn't been standardized to today's standards, and neither was the diameter. This is about 27 millimeter diameter, so larger diameter than current quarters. The 1820 had five die pair varieties as described by Browning, and they were broken up into large O and medium O, small o, as you see here in this slide. This picture here is sourced from PCGS. Um, so actually, the medium O is categorized with the large O in terms of population, survival, et cetera, et cetera. So if you look here, the small O has sort of parallel inside of the O, where the medium has sort of a oval appearing, a little maybe straight line here, but more oval, and then this is certainly oval here. But you can see bigger O than this for the medium, and this is certainly bigger than the medium or the small. The medium and large also have large stars, where this one, the small, has smaller stars. So again, you can distinguish these five dye varieties by the date, at least separating the large and medium from the small. The one that I purchased is Browning 4, so small o or small zero. Um, and we'll get into a little bit of differentiation. And mine is the Browning 4. Remember, there's two uh, two dye varieties that are small zero, the Browning 4, Browning 5. Um, and I'll go back just a couple slides again. Browning 4, Browning 5, and then the large is 1 and 2, and the medium is 3. So this one here is a Browning 4, and you could differentiate it from the Browning 5. They're both small O's, small stars, but this one here, the two is very subtly different. It expands over a little bit more over the base than this two, and you particularly pick it up on the reverse, where if you look at the Browning 4, the 5 is lower relative to the 2 and the C. Actually, if you run a line through the bottom of the 2 and the 5, the line comes out below the C, whereas in the Browning 5, it's a high 5. You can sort of see that it's placed higher, and if you run a line between the 2 and the 5, it actually comes out closer to the C. So this one here is Browning 4, and that's what I have. And here is the photos of my coin close up, and again you can see the date, small o. Another way of differentiating, I'm going to go back a few slides. Another way of differentiating a medium and large and small o, besides the O's, is the 1. If you look at the serif on the 1, it extends way out past the base for these large O's. The medium does not have that long serif. It has a serif, or one that appears more like the small o. But if you look closer, this one's squared off here under the serif. This one has a little notch that goes up. So if you look at them closely, you can identify large versus medium versus small, not only from the O's, but from the 1. When I say O's, I mean zeros. So this one here, you can see that's not notched. It's squared off. It has the parallel inside of the O. It's a small o. And if you look at the 5, it's not high place. It's not up relative to the 2 and the C. And if you draw a line between the bottom, it comes out well below the C. So this is the Browning 4. And if you go to PCGS and look at survival rates, the small o has only 800 surviving in all grades. It doesn't differentiate between 4 and 5, although PCGS does attribute Browning 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can have that attributed and put on the label. So the small o, 800 remain in all grades. Only 6 are in mint state, are 60 or higher. That means most of them are circulated examples. They had history. They're used in commerce. The large O has a little bit more survival rate. And again, the medium O is grouped with the large O for this purposes. Just over 1,200 survive in all grades, 17 in mint state, which again, it's largely circulated. And if you combine them together, there's just over 2,000 surviving in all grades for the 1820 date. So not many survive. Two dye varieties with 800 survivors in all grades using the small 0. And again, context of when this coin was made. In 1820, Daniel Boone died. And in 1820, Susan B. Anthony and William Tecumseh Sherman were born. And they both played important roles in American history later on in their adult years. So anyway, I got a chance to learn about this quarter and its history, and history of 1820 coinage quarters, which is a great thing. And it's a beautiful coin, although it does represent sort of like a little bit of a boneheaded move on my part. Nevertheless, I have this in my collection. As I look at it, I said earlier, it looks like a VF20, but as I look at it really closely in these lighter areas, it looks like there may be some hairline. So this may have been cleaned a long time ago, and then this is secondary toning after that cleaning. I think I'm going to have to show it to some folks in the local coin shop and see what they think, but I'm not if it was not a clean coin, I would absolutely send it in to get attributed and graded, because it would represent a sizable increase in value versus what I paid for it. But even if it is clean and comes back as a details coin, I may send it in just the same. It's a beautiful coin. So thank you for allowing me to share this with you. And remember, buy stuff you like, but be smart about what you buy. Take care. Bye-bye.